Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What?
Hello.
I came to Divine and I said, okay, we're gonna go live. Don't say anything embarrassing. Don't embarrass me in front of chat. Don't embarrass me.
We're gonna embarrass you.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be obvious or easy. Howdy rowdy, Cub Scouts.
Telling me not to embarrass you is the quickest way for me to embarrass you.
Yeah, we're here. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. I had a brain fart for a second there. I was wired on ice cream. I had a wonderful, delicious white chocolate fudge ice cream, and I was like, this sugar high will clearly get me through Dungeons and Dragons on a Monday evening. And then the sugar high went and came and left in the span of 12 minutes. So now I'm dealing with the crash. But anyway,
so, mistakes were made.
Yes, mistakes were made, but we are going to be having quite a bit of fun. We're going to be goofing off a little bit. This I think going to be a bit on the freer side. We're goofing off a bit. Let's introduce all of our players. I like to do short introductions. I know that we've been doing this every session. Probably we'll stop because everyone will have been familiar with us, but it's a good tradition. Going off the list that I see, can we start with our pal Sigbur?
Hey, I'm Sigbur. I am a non-existent VTuber. I don't actually stream.
Zombies coming at me with Discord.
I am playing a bug man.
I'm checking Discord.
Really into the new sport of dodgeball-esque capture the flag called Lab Run in this world. So you'll You'll be hearing a lot of ball jokes.
I've had them in my face ever since I came to the call.
Oh god. Damn tricky.
Yeah, Ricky's very aggressive with his balls. All right,
I've weaponized them.
let's moving on to our wonderful sorcerer Rialise.
Hi guys, this is Vysserae or Ray. I am a Dragonbun Constellation VTuber who is getting back into the swing of things coming up soon. I play a sorcerer in this game, and I'm just here to have fun and vibe with these cool people. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. I'm excited because we're gonna do a super short recap, and you were introduced to the Dorema, the gnome who spilled blood everywhere, and you were like, "Damn, that's kind of freaky,
look
though."
at your notebook. What's going on?
Yeah, all the Sonic fan fiction.
Oh yeah.
Then we have our Kobold Ruktuk.
Hi, I'm Kaos. I'm an interdimensional VTuber. And that's really all there is to say on that. I'm excited for Ruktuk after he got his alchemy jump back. So, shenanigans.
Yay.
Yes, I finally get to do my shenanigans.
Yep, we're actually gonna see these things come to fruition. I'm scared, and for all of my NPCs.
Don't be. Ruktuk's a sweetheart.
Following up, we have the Chronergist Apis.
Hi, my name's Brant. I'm your guardian angel, and I play a nerd, as I am a nerd.
Respect.
I'm still not used to these.
Don't mind me, just updating my title because I realized that I still had it listed as Unicorn Hope when it should be the
Good
other one.
job.
Shut!
I
Everyone,
mean,
no.
it's not a stream if it's not scuffed, okay?
I had to rush some things, but
Not a stream if it's not scuffed.
we're just gonna gloss over it for a second, okay? We're just gonna gloss over
Oh,
it.
he got close to the mic.
Let's
y'all.
talk to our dreamy.
ASMR.
Let's talk to our dreamy, steamy druid, Samuel.
But I want more Dryad.
I want more. Yeah, I want more dry.
Yeah, moving on.
You're a dream
No,
baby
no,
Moving
druid.
on.
no.
Oh, God,
Let's
okay, well.
backtrack a little bit. Hold on.
Okay. What? Okay, so here's the thing. I went. I don't know what happened. I had to restart my computer recently because, like any good basement dweller, my computer gets like maybe 4 hours of off time a year, as contractually obligated by me
Wait,
by their union
you
rep.
give it 4 hours?
It's all the fairies. The fairies run the computers since we don't have electricity here in the park.
Oh,
It all
fair,
runs
fair.
on pixie magic, and so they had strong union. No, it's okay. Don't worry about them. They had strong union
Okay.
representation this year, but I had to give them 4-hour breaks a year.
Okay. That's fair.
And so I turned it off, and apparently that means that all of my audio devices got screwed over. So I had to spend the last 15 minutes audio check in a rush trying to make sure everything is connected. It was terrible. I recorded a test video, saw that I had no audio, and said, "Oh, this is not a trick of my eyes. I did not get COVID-induced blindness. I really do have no audio," and then I had to fix it.
It was in this moment where he knew he fucked up.
Yeah. So next year, no breaks for the Pixies is the lesson we're all
Yeah.
learning. All right, finally to the dreamy druid of Samuel.
Hi,
Very
so
dreamy.
from Leviathan. Fuck, I forgot what was I supposed to say?
Who you
All the-
is, who your
all-
character is,
Oh, yeah.
following words.
I am playing Samuel, Varan, and let me go pull up this Martin. And I am playing a Wood Elf Druid. And now I am wondering what did I miss from last session?
Yes,
And how-
an
and how
excellent
can I make
question.
it- And how can I make the initiative order a living hell for Dryad?
Yes.
Honestly.
So, speaking of, we'll do a very short recap of the last session. In the last session, you guys basically all went and kind of did some cool club activities. Most notably, Realise and Apis had a chance to do some club activities of their own. Apis joined the gardening club, and Realise joined the occult club, Dark Magics. And they got to be friends with some of the NPC students there, namely Snuff Deep Track and Dorema Shadowwood. And then everyone, Tricky and Fish, who unfortunately could not make it today, Tricky and Fish in character, but as well as everyone else in spirit, got to beat the crap out of Wao for about 2.5 hours in real time. Because they had a pickup game of Lava Run where I helped demonstrate how all the Lava Run rules work, and then they ended up slam dunking at the last minute.
I like playing Lava Run.
Good. I like running it when you're not bullying. Wow.
Listen, he deserves to be freaking bullied.
That is the
He does.
only reason why we like it.
That's actually true. And I'm just like, guys, it's time to play Lava Run. For your first game of the season. Weil is your captain, and you're playing against the Wormlings, and you're like, wait,
No,
we're playing with Wao? Nah, we quit. No, we quit.
No, friendly fire, let's go. Friendly fire.
Oh man, you're gonna get fouled so fast.
That's fine.
You're gonna one-hitted, and freaking coach Nilo is gonna blow the whistle and gonna be like, what the hell are you doing out there?
Friendly fire, man.
Friendly what?
Yeah. Friendly fire.
All right,
I have like a little flavor in my hand. Friendly fire.
You do like the imagination, like SpongeBob style, but it's friendly fire. Yeah. You know, Nilo's a nice guy. He'll let you get away with that once.
Fine. I only do it once, maybe.
All right. But with that said, everyone had a chance to do a little bit of clubs. Ruktuk got their lovely alchemy jug back. The only person who has not joined like one of the 2 club spots is Samuel. So that's why, Samuel, I wanted to kind of put a little bit of a spotlight on you at the start of the session, because everyone's basically gone off to do their club magic. Let me go ahead and send you all bloop, 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 to the Ultimacademy grounds. Of which it's really blurry because I have to load everything. Sorry. But yes, everyone else has gone to do some separate clubs. Realise went to the occult club. Apis went to gardening. Ruktuk worked at the library, and Tricky and Fish went to play a Lava Run game. Now, with that said, Samuel, you would have an opportunity to do just a little bit of research on the clubs that you want to join. You know basically all the different clubs that exist, but you don't know details about like who's gonna be at that club or who's leading that club as far as the maestros go. But after a little bit of that, you would be able to decide what club you want to go to. If I remember correctly, you were interested in some clubs in particular. What were they?
Let me go and pull that up. I think I did say it was Junior Expeditionist.
A Junior Expeditionist, yes. As well as, was there another one that you were interested in? Because you'll eventually be able to join 2 clubs.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can chew on the second one if you'd like more time to think about it.
Definitely like look into it, yeah.
Okay, but with that being said, you definitely have an opportunity to go through the Junior Expeditionist Club. You had a chance to talk to Gregory Ruvev prior to the end of the day, and you asked about that club, so you are already aware that Adalir Root is the one actually leading the Junior Expeditionists this year. And so you have a rough idea of where Adalir Root will be here. It's going to be in the basement. There's like a little workshop area, which acts as a good sort of staging ground for Junior Expeditionists to store adventuring gear, weapons, and things like that before they ever go out into the Badlands. So you suspect that they're probably going to be there doing their little promotional thing, doing sign-ups and stuff like that. There's probably going to be some donuts.
Ooh, donuts.
They're jelly
They're
filled.
always
Don't
good.
ask what kind of
They're just
jelly.
really good. Oh,
It's cherry.
okay. I was gonna have to fight if it was something else.
So, let me go ahead and get your character set up. Oh boy. Boop, 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 boop. So, you see the map that you're in. Is there a particular path you're going through? There's usually two main ways to get to the workshop. Let me go ahead and direct you. Here, the little basement floor, right? Usually you just go down the stairs that might be like in the kitchen area or in one of the different stairwells. There's also a few passages that lead in from the library, as you were aware of from the first session. Also,
Right.
all right, no worries, So thank you for checking out the stream. So is there a particular way you want to go? Or you're just going to take like the most direct route?
Yeah, I was thinking probably like the more direct route.
Okay.
'Cause I don't got time to go ahead and sightsee.
All right. So in that case, you are going to find yourself basically moving along this corridor near the very bottom of the map. There's basically a passageway that you can open up down here that allows you to basically go down to this little cubby area, and then all the way along the hallway there's a little hidden workshop where people do interesting things, and right now that is where junior expeditionists will tend to be. So you can kind of already see along the hallway some lights coming out from the lanterns here. Of course, you've been here because this is not your first year, so you're familiar with this passageway. You know how to get through. And it's a bit narrow. The sort of secret interiors of the school are a bit, I don't want to say decrepit, but they're worn. They're sturdier stone and heavy rocks as opposed to more finely sanded down brick and wood planks that you would see in other parts of the Ultimacademy structure. But otherwise, navigating through those ragged edges is not too much of a problem as you make your way down the hall. When you get to around here, I would like for you to roll a perception check.
All right. Okay, well, I don't like.
Your perception is +8. That's really good, though. Did you roll it twice?
Yeah, I think I double clicked it, so.
Oops. Okay, hold on. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so you make your way down there, and when you cross this corner, into the open area, you do manage you do hesitate for a second as something from this corner seems to catch your eye. By the time you turn to look, it's gone.
Can I guess squint through the darkness, see if I spot anything?
Sure. Go ahead and make another active perception check. All right. So you go ahead and squint through the darkness, and you can see that the wooden planks that usually make up this little corridor, they're usually lined up nicely in a row or laid flat on the floor, but something about them seems a little slanted. They've been disturbed.
Okay, now I'm just curious. I'm just gonna go ahead and Samuel's just gonna go slowly approach.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and approach, and you're gonna make your way down. And as you get closer, your eyesight is going to be able to decipher the dark or dimly lit corridors a bit more clearly. And you'll see that along this corner, once you get close enough, there seems to be someone on the other side who gets, a bit of a shock as your presence kind of becomes known. You didn't roll stealth or anything.
No,
All right. And hold up, excuse me.
all right, perfect.
And when you approach the corner, you realize the person who's standing there happens to be a friend or the brother of your friend Tina, Mosk Thunderkeg, who kind of jumps up for a second and says, "Oh, what are you doing out here?"
Oh,
He kind of like looks a bit casual. He leans against the wall. It's not very convincing.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna go and check out the junior expeditionist, but what are you doing here?
Yeah, I was just. He kind of stammers for a second. He looks around. I was gonna do the same.
Then why are you here?
Well, I was just, waiting for a second. I left something. So I was looking for it.
I'm gonna roll the fucking insight on that.
You don't have to roll insight. He's lying.
Oh, okay. Just tell me the truth. What's going on?
Fine. It's my sister. She's over there. She's signing up right now. But I can't let her see me.
Why?
It's complicated. I don't want to talk about it, but I gotta sign up, but I just gotta wait for her to leave first.
I mean, she's your sister and all. I mean, I get that siblings can be a little iffy with each other at times, but yeah, I mean, if it's a thing of matter, if it's like you just don't want to be seen, I mean, there's better ways of going around it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. A lookout would be pretty good. Say, could you do me a favor? You shut it down in the moment he asks.
Just no, that's not what I was going for.
Well, can you at least not tell her I was here?
That I could do.
All right. He trusts you and he just says, I'll just wait here. I have to. I'm still, he hasn't quite figured out what he's gonna say, but he's like, I'll just back away a bit. I'll wait a little bit longer. Maybe I'll come back I'll come back quote unquote Thursday. I kind of moves away and turns.
Maybe the sign-ups will be closed by then. So.
It should be okay. He's okay about it. He's nervous, but you don't think he's nervous about signing up. He's more nervous about the presence of Tina.
All right. Suit yourself.
So looks like it's not working out for me. I'll just try again on Thursday. Just do me a favor and don't tell her I was here.
Yeah, will do. While you're back there, just don't get yourself hurt or whatever.
No, I've been here a dozen or more times. I know my way around.
Right.
Yeah. He'll give up his misadventures for the moment. Okay.
All right. Now let's go ahead and move over to the club itself.
Yep. The club itself is actually pretty straightforward. You have a few people that I don't have really lined up here, but they're sort of lined up. There's a sign-up form set up in the sort of center area. You just go ahead and write in your name and some other identifying details like your primary teacher, your major, in other words, your class, your dorm, your wing, things like that. Someone is being a little sassy with the grass. What's going on here?
There's people lined up.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I guess I should probably move myself around here then.
Yep. So it doesn't, you go ahead and set yourself lined up. And in the meantime, Adelier is looking at people who are passing by and who are interested. He does talk about a about what the club is, what the junior expeditionists are about, and the preservation of peace, and the acquisition of knowledge about the wilderness, and what you need, what it means to be a junior expeditionist. And it's how it's like the most direct route to training, and how it's going to look so good on your resume when you go out and apply for the pathfinding guild and stuff like that. He takes questions every so often. People sometimes ask about, the kind of food, because it's like, you get the sense maybe a few people are just here for the free donuts. You do spot a few people who are more positioning themselves around the different workbenches. They seem to be, later years, clearly veterans of the Junior Expeditionist Club. You figure that they're almost, they look kind of grizzled. You might even suspect that some of them are alumni that are just here for kicks. Of course, you do spot Tina Thunderkeg on this side, sort of tinkering with a necklace.
All right, I guess I could probably ask her about the necklace later.
Yep.
So,
but it takes a few minutes for everyone else to finish their questions, and for the line to clear out so that you're able to sign your name on the form.
Right. Are those the donuts right there?
Yeah.
Oh, the donuts are absolutely there. I didn't draw donuts, but there are donuts.
No.
They're. Oh yes.
Probably the worst donuts I've ever drawn.
Yep. They're actually they're mochi. There's donuts here and here, and then this guy over here decided to be a little bit of a glutton and took some donuts with him as he worked.
Damn, that's fucking relatable. All right. All right. After Samuel just finished writing his name in.
Cool. Give me. So you're going to write your name in?
Yes.
Do you want? Give me a quick perception check.
Sure thing. Damn. Okay.
All right. You glance through the items on your list. You glance through the names on your list, and you... One moment, please. Wait, what the heck am I looking at? There you go. And you do recognize another person's name whose name you've heard before on the list. You remember because he was, I believe, the paladin that was in one of your courses, Barthelian Sky. You recognize his name as he is also signed up on this list. Must have missed him.
Oh. All right. And that name being...
That name being, you said?
Yeah, that name being...
The name of one of the students that you recognize from one of your earlier classes.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right.
He was wearing the really shiny armor.
Yeah, he was the big
guy,
shiny paladin with the crazy elf eyebrows.
Yeah, okay. Got it. All right. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to be seeing a lot more.
After you sign your name, Adelier, of course, makes some recommendations. He looks at your, he asks about your gear and stuff like that, and makes some suggestions to the workbench. He offers you a spot if you need to, prepare some satchels, adventuring satchels, he calls them. They're kind of filled with, they're kind of things that you typically fill with, occasional tools, things like rations or
donuts
or other tools. Donuts.
Donuts, yeah. All right. Quick question.
You see that one guy has made a satchel and has been sneaking donuts inside the satchel for a minute or two.
God damn it, that's way too relatable. Holy fuck.
What's this guy's name? We need to know.
You need to know his name?
Yeah, at this point.
All right, give me an insight check.
All right. Fuck.
Okay, try as you might to read this man's mind, you do not recognize this person's name. You unfortunately haven't met this person before. At least they have not struck you. So The only thing you know about them is that they're from the discipline dorm, or sorry, a wing.
Okay. All right.
And considering their laissez-faire approach, they're either a competent veteran or a first year.
All right.
There is no in between.
Yeah, Angel also says how relatable it is to be the person taking all the donuts. It him.
You see, the tactic is to do it at the end. Then nobody calls you like a glutton or anything, because everybody's taking what they want.
Okay, can I tell you a quick story real quick? Unrelated to D&D. I used to be in a chess club back in like high school. And every so often, like this is terrifying because it like really showed like the freaking club hierarchy in terms of our school's respect, because we had like the chess club that also kind of acted like a general gaming club, which was a great time, but like we would do it like twice a week, but one of the 2 times or like once a month, our like time slot would coincide with the debate team of our club. And whenever we had the chess club, we were just like, yeah, we just have some chess boards and that's great, and we just play and have fun and that's it. Our equipment was a table and a bunch of chess boards and that's it. But when the debate club was around, man, they set up the smorgasbord. They had fried chicken and rice. They ordered Chinese. They had it all set up nice on a plate, and they had soda all set up, and they would like have their fill, and then they would leave in like an hour, but we would still be playing. And so like when they leave, the teachers for the chess club would just like grab whatever they didn't eat and just be like, here are the scraps, boys.
Yeah.
I never thought about it because I was a kid and I was just like, fuck yeah, chicken wings. But like think about it now, that was kind of fucked up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a debate club. Why are they so popular?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they my school had a lot of weird things going on. But
Because they debated their popularity.
that's what brings me back. I mean, if anyone could convince the school to give them more funding, it would probably be the debate team, wouldn't it?
I
Probably.
I was part of the debate team.
Oh man. So we were natural enemies back when, I don't know, I was 16.
But I like chess too.
Our love could not be.
Oh god.
My donuts look like eggs.
They're mochi. It's fine. Just put little black specks on them, and they're jelly filled.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Jelly filled donuts, yeah.
And definitely not just onigiri.
I see what you did there.
We have very localized donuts in Ultimacademy.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Where were we? We got very sidetracked very fast.
No, you had the opportunity to go at a workshop and kind of just, do a little bit of crafting if you'd like.
All right.
Depending on how
before I-
busy you are.
Yeah,
But there's no
before
obligation to stay. As soon as you've signed up, you've signed up.
Yeah, before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask Altair or
Atelier.
Atelier.
Altair.
I don't know. I read it wrong.
He walks up to you, and then at his forearm, you just see like a knife come out of nowhere,
Yeah, right.
and he's just like,
I don't know what you just said.
It's Assassin's
But yeah, no,
Creed.
I'm gonna go and ask them. Question: do you have stone tools by chance?
Oh, stone tools. Yeah, I mean most of this stuff is stone.
Alright, good. Then there will be
yeah.
no problem.
If you as a druid, you're probably not okay with using metal tools. So it's easy enough to just get like, maybe it's a bit more crude, but it's a totally usable hammer, and if you want to make something that's out of leather, you really don't need more than like a hammer and some carving knives and maybe a sewing needle.
All right. I guess. Yeah, we'll just hang around for a little bit. At least
Okay.
work on the making things.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Make a... Are you proficient with any kind of tool?
I'm good with wood carvers and herbalists.
Okay, so depending on whether you want to make wooden tools or wooden items or like plant-based items like rope or potions or things like that, like an herbalism, you know, anything dealing with leafy greens, make an appropriate tool check and use your intelligence as your ability score.
Okay. Fuck hand.
Oh shoot. Yeah, D&D Beyond's weird when it comes to tools. Just just roll you can just roll an intelligence check and we'll add your proficiency bonus to it using our big swollen brains.
Alright.
Oh, that's a crit. Also, my model just exploded at that crit. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Disaster striking. Yep.
I love that you can
myself
just
crashed.
see Dryad's arms moving and nothing else.
Ah! Help! Help!
I gotta fix that. Hang on.
All right.
Oh.
All right. I
see it.
That's my middle finger, except my software isn't good enough to check middle fingers. Let me...
Oh my god. I'm going to up you one day. I swear. We will get hand tracking one day and I'll up you.
We're gonna do that. Hold on. There we go. Hey, it's me! Totally normal Dryad! What I should do is like add Luppet, but like crop the rest of my body so it's just my arms. That'd be incredible. Okay, but yes. So add your proficiency, which I think is +3.
Yes.
Okay, so 25. So what you're gonna be able to do for your herbalism kit is make a eventually you'll get to make that much gold's worth, or sorry, half that much gold's worth of excuse me. No, you'll make that much gold's worth of mundane items, which you could decide later as you go through. But that's basically what you're spending time doing as you go around. And as you continue to do that, you notice that the more people are still piling in, and people are starting to file out just because either the donuts are starting to wane out and this guy's done, or they're just done crafting whatever they wanted, or they're done chatting with their bros. You do overhear a conversation though from one of the students as they're signing up. They ask Adelier something along the lines of like, "Hey, Adelier, why are you leading the investigation? Why are you leading the expeditionist this year? Isn't Gregory always the leader?" And you can see Adelier going like, "Oh yeah, of course," but unfortunately there was a bit of a bureaucratic stuff, and Gregory decided to take a break and focus on their personal venture. I hear that he's required for some training on new members of the guards in Altea, so I'm just taking over for now. They all seem very familiar with Adelier. You know that Adelier has been involved with the expedition team, despite the fact that he himself never led the expedition team. But yeah, you see that Adelier gives like some platitudes and tries to explain why Gregory isn't leading this year. And sure enough, the students take him for his word, and they're like, okay, well, that's a little weird. He's super dedicated about this kind of stuff, though. He's like never missed a meeting ever since he started leading. But I guess good things can't last forever, huh? And yeah, that's the end of that conversation. But it does strike you as interesting, having, you know, just heard the tidbits of it as you work on your whatever tools you happen to be working on with your herbalism kit. And then finally, the day is winding to a close, and you find yourself basically done with what you need to do, and everyone has at this point is basically gone, including Adelier.
Damn. Okay. I guess I was that into it. All right. Holy.
Yes, I am.
Right,
I am a
just
toon.
back
I am a
in.
toon angel. I had to switch to a different. I had to switch to
Yeah,
PNG.
check
My
on,
model exploded at Samuel's crit. Sorry, I was talking to Angel. You're heading out.
But before I go, I'm gonna go ahead and
Mhm.
check back with one second.
Check back with
One sec. Thunderkeg?
yeah, Mosque Thunderkeg.
Mosque Thunderkeg. Yeah.
Yes.
See if
All
he's
right.
still there.
Sure. You go around and start searching for Ma, see if he's ever returned, but after a little while you can't find him. Roll an investigation check.
All right.
Yeah. As much as you try, you know, you can't see that Mosque is anywhere. You don't remember spotting Mosque Thunderkeg ever showing up while you were busy crafting. It looks like you really did, you know, stay honest at least at the last bit and decided to give up and try again on Thursday. Wait, no, it should be Friday. It's supposed to be Friday. My week. I have a logical week. Yes, it's the Friday of this week. I forget that this setting, this Ultimacademy uses weekend Wednesday.
Alright.
Okay, CP, great.
Yes, Angel says, with perception that good last time, you might hear the sound of a rubber ball hitting a jock over and over again from across the school.
I love Labyrinth, dude.
just the wind. That said, you do have an opportunity to think about what other clubs you'd want to join. And at this point, I'd kind of want to open the floor for everyone and sort of do a little bit of a time skip, bring us back to sort of the next job fair, as everyone has a chance to sign up for their next courses. Or sorry, for their next clubs.
Now.
This would be Friday. Yes, it would be Friday right now.
Friday?
Yes, I was mistaken. The next job fair would be on Friday.
Oh, I guess it would have been Wednesday and Friday, huh?
Yeah, it would be. So it's Monday and Thursday where you have like, you know, 5 classes. It's Tuesday and Friday where you have it's Thursday and Friday, Tuesday and Friday where you have clubs, 4 classes in a club. And then Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday is like your weekend. Like you don't go to school that day. Yes, in my utopian school curriculum, it's a 4-day week.
Friday.
Yep. Now, some of you have some arrangements that you all kind of already planned for. Tricky, you need to go to the student council, or you made plans to go visit the student council today. Apis, I know you really want to join the junior expeditionists, so you probably want to do that soon.
I mean, technically, I'm not meant to join the student council. I'm meant to join.
You're meant to join Pandora's team.
Running for student council.
Right, which is kind of like joining student council for the period prior to the election.
I guess so, yeah. I didn't think of it as like there is a student council, but like a lot of them prior to the election.
Yeah, it just means that it takes up one of your club slots, because that slot is going to be dedicated to campaigning and things like that.
Yeah, that's fine by me, I guess. I mean, there's gonna be complications because Tricky is not I'm not understanding of this responsibility in any way, shape, or form, because it wasn't really
Tricky is just like, okay, but also I don't know.
I don't know what you're asking of me.
What
Yeah.
do?
You got kind of sidelined, and Pandora did not really explain it.
Strong-armed and Pandora strong-armed him into it, and like did not explain what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So he's just sort of around.
That's true. The Pandora did at least tell you where they were going to meet on Friday, so you know where to go, and you suspect that she would probably explain what the heck you're even doing at that time.
Does it coincide with Labyrinth tryouts?
No, Labyrinth tryouts are the following week.
Okay.
Or Labyrinth tryouts are technically taking place over the following few weeks and culminating at the end of the month.
Okay.
So you this doesn't conflict with your attempts to join the Labyrinth team. Let me get everyone else here. Apis, Fish, Tricky, Samuel. Where is Release?
I'm sad that Team Catbug isn't together today.
Catbug. There's always next week.
Yeah.
And then Ruktuk, who is still working the library. So you guys are all here. Fish unfortunately cannot make a decision, so we're gonna kind of like pretend that she doesn't exist for a second. But like I said, Tricky, you have made plans to go to the student council. Of course, you could just not. You're not required to go there. Apis, like I said, you wanted to go to the. You are definitely considering junior expeditionists. Release, you and Samuel, you have yet to sort of make a confirmation on the second club you were interested in joining. And now's your opportunity. By now, you will have had rumors spread based on what people have said from the first job fair. So you have a much stronger idea of who's involved in all the different clubs. So if you have any questions about who's running a particular club, or what major students are involved in a particular club, you can ask.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
What clubs are WAO in so I could be not in it?
Okay. WAO is in. WAO is. You obviously know that WAO is in the Labyrinth team. He is the he has been the captain of the Labyrinth team for many years running now. Well, by many years, I guess only 1 year because he's a second year. So he was the captain of the Labyrinth team last year, and you know he's gonna try again. You do also know that he is joining the archery team this year, along with Mosk Thunderkeg.
Okay. So no archery, got it. Okay. Kind of want to leave it up to leave it up to fate for the second one. Let's just see what happens. Cause I was initially thinking like music, but I was like, I kind of want to just leave it up to fate, see what happens.
All right. Well, why don't you roll a 10-sided die, and then that can just randomly set up a team for you. Actually, roll an 8-sided die because you're not joining. You're not joining Labyrinth or archery.
You said 8-sided die.
Yep. Well, it's actually virtual. You can just roll a 7-sided die because you can't join the occult club twice.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So let me see. What can I just do? 1d7? Can I do that?
All right.
1.
All right, that has you join. You may for whatever reason, as you deem narratively appropriate for your character, you're thinking to yourself, maybe junior expeditionist would be a fun idea. So that might make 3 of you in the junior expeditionists, and the other and 2 of you in lava run. You guys are gonna be very combat oriented, either actually fighting or just playing ball.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay.
So you would easily find yourself. You strongly consider the junior expeditionist to be an interesting choice this year. Samuel, do you have any questions about about any of the club's details, or who's running a club, or what students are in a club?
I kind of want to know who else is taking the falconry club.
The falconry club. Last you heard, both Tina and Mosk Thunderkeg are expected to join the falconry team, which you find to be kind of strange, because you already know that Mosk wants to join the expeditionists, but you also know, based on maybe maybe you don't know, but if you had the conversation with Rialise, you would know that Mosk is set up to join the archery team with WoW, but Mosk is also set up to join the falconry team with Tina, so Mosk is joining 3 clubs. That's not right.
Okay, now this has gotten a lot more weird. Okay, I guess I'm checking out the falconry club then, because now I just want to answer.
Now it's getting serious.
I don't need sleep. I need answers.
All right. So I think everyone has a club they're interested in joining. Ruktug, I feel bad setting you in the sidelines working the library again. Are you gonna be okay with that?
I am very okay with that, actually.
Okay. I might.
Apis' second.
What?
What about Apis' second?
Apis, it wants to join the junior expeditionists. Apis has already chose to join the gardening club. Well, chose to join is maybe a little stretch. You guys are not required to join anything you visit. Yeah, you guys aren't required to join anything you visit, but assuming you stick with it, Apis' clubs would be junior expeditionists and gardening. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and roll initiative for everyone, except for Ruktug.
Right.
Oh.
All right.
Did my shit
It be
not
like
work?
that sometimes.
Oop. Let me go ahead and get your tokens in there.
There we go.
I did not mean to add all these random. Oh my god, this thing still has all the Labyrinth initiative in it. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it.
No! I liked
Okay, let's get these initiatives back. Okay, 5 for Tricky, 1 for Rialise.
Yep.
I noticed
-1.
that your profile picture still uses the old Rialise image.
Oh.
It's not a huge
Yeah.
problem. I just wanted you to
I have all
know.
the profiles hidden, so you know.
And then 20, which means that Strom / Samuel will go ahead and look over the falconry club with you first. So you know that the falconry club is being hosted by Huckle Deep Track, and the falconry club is being held typically outside the brewery. So if you imagine the brewery being a sort of solitary, sort of homely place, intentionally, placed at a fair distance from the Ultimacademy grounds to help, improve the mood compared to the fast pace, sort of just jostling around of, many students wandering around hallways. It also, makes its home on the edge of a little, I don't want to say forest. Forest is way too, grand. It drastically overestimates it. It's more like a very small park, a very small little reserve of woodland fauna and flora that sort of surrounds the brewery. And you know that a lot of people come to the brewery after school hours to relax and grab a pint or a warm meal. But otherwise, outside is the falconry team, and we'll do a little bit of theater of the mind because I don't have a map explicitly for sort of outside in the little woods. But you can imagine that fairly close to the falconry team or to the brewery, you would have people sort of grouping together to, you know, to be explained, you know, how falconry works, and be introduced to the stables where they keep the animals, and the aviary where the birds would be. And you basically would be introduced to pick you know, a bird that sort of fits your style or that connects to you. Let me put you here.
May I ask, where is this brewery?
Like relative to Ultimacademy?
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. Let me direct you to the Altian map. So, if you were to imagine that this is the major campus of Ultimacademy, you would imagine that this little divot here.
Whatever you're showing us on the GM layer again.
Rick, I keep doing that. It's because I have all like the spoilery characters hidden in the GM layer, so I can move them around so it looks like I have everything planned, and it's not just movie magic. And then I forget to I get, instead of having scuff streams, I just have scuff D&D sessions and scuff streams.
It is what it is.
Yes, but in this little divot here, where there is not road nor building, is a little piece of nature, which sort of connects to this sort of major complex. So if you imagine that this is the core, if you want to imagine geographically how it would look. Oops, I accidentally moved your balls.
My balls.
There you go. You're fine.
Dryad, stop touching Tricky's balls.
Can't help it. They're in front of him. I can't get to Tricky without getting his balls out of the way.
You can just select me and my balls.
Clicking and dragging is it's so like.
Why are you dragging balls?
It's what Tricky would have wanted.
So what you're saying is it's on the Ultimacademy grounds.
Yes, it is on the Ultimacademy grounds. So if you want to imagine, here's the main entrance to the Ultimacademy grounds. Here this section of the area would mostly be where your major learning happens. You've got your main your classrooms and stuff here, sort of in this corner, and then here you also have some important assembly things for learning. You have your chapel, as well as the maestro and maestra offices, and maybe in the far corner, sort of adjacent to this town square, is your amphitheater for assemblies, and also your Labyrinth arena. So it'd be at the very corner of these grounds. On the opposite side, you'd have the more sort of residential relaxation living space of Ultimacademy. You'd have your dorms here, your brewery, as well. You might have, if I look at the spot, let me see. Actually, let me flip my script a bit. More likely, you would have the chapel and the dorms here, along with the brewery, and then in here, instead of the chapel, you have the arena here. That's mostly how the how Ultimacademy is sort of bisected along the major entrance. So if I had to position you, you and your balls would be at the student council, which is located in one of the many classrooms. Ruktuk would be right next to you in the library. Fish would probably be with you. Apis would be going to the Apis and Realise would be going to, where is Realise? Oh, gotta grab her from the GM layer. As well as Samuel. Where is Samuel? That's not Samuel. Oh, Samuel was at the park.
Yep.
That's right. So Realise and Apis would also probably be right under you in the basement where the junior expeditionists would be holding their stuff. And then Samuel would be here in the brewery or adjacent to the brewery in the neighboring woods doing falconry. This is sort of where everyone is right now.
Okay.
All right. Now we've got that image out of the way. Let's move back to the brewery. You've made your way along the forest or along the little woodland area. You being a druid can easily navigate through it and know exactly where to find the aviary and the beast and the stables. The animals call to you naturally. And when you make your way there, it's fairly light in terms of student presence. Falconry has been known to be sort of like a rich kids club in Ultimacademy. The people who can people who can afford to take care of typically high maintenance pets or can afford to, bring their own high class pets here for training, usually decide to join the falconry team. So most of the people here are, as you would expect, sort of either lovers of nature or some of the more pompous beast trainers. And sure enough, you do find Tina and Mosk present here. You see that Tina has already made the rounds with several of the animals, several of the birds that take their place here. One of which strikes you in particular, as it's not like a typical falcon that you would expect to see in a falconry club, or even a pigeon or dove or any of the other highly trained birds. But instead, she seems to be treating some sort of bird, it's hard to see, from a large cage that has a very heavy drape over it. It's made of sturdy wood and much larger than other cages tend to be. While it's heavily draped and obscured by the drape, you can't see the actual animal she is treating, but you can tell from a glance that it's obviously not a conventional bird.
Well, okay then.
I just want to say out of the blue, my EDM, my chill EDM track is really going hard right now in the dance music while you're looking at birds. Not the most fitting. Let's switch that a bit. There you go. Wish there was a lo-fi station.
All right.
On the flip side, whereas Tina is being very, let's say enthusiastic, or at least attentive to the needs of this large unconventional bird as well as other creatures every so often, occasionally aiding Huckle, who I guess should also be here. On the contrary, Mosk seems completely uninterested, mostly just standing around kind of kicking dirt and touching grass, and not really doing anything in particular, and especially not anything helpful.
All right. I wanted to go ahead and do something. Just this one, just for the fun of it. So has Moss seen me by chance?
Roll a stealth check. Yeah, Mosk has seen you. When you made your way to the forest, you weren't really expecting to see Mosk. So upon approaching the forest, you kind of open into a clearing that has the stables and the aviary. It's not really a place that you intended to camouflage yourself, so most people are aware of your general presence.
All right. I guess I'll go ahead and approach Mosk and just hey Mosk.
Oh, well, speak of the devil. We seem to be seeing each other a lot lately.
Yeah. Looks like it.
You're here for falconry too?
Yes, I am. Though, it doesn't seem that you're all too interested in it either.
He kind of wilts at the suggestion. He looks at Tina. You can see that Tina, upon meeting his gaze, shoots him a glare. He seems kind of upset. And yeah, he kind of leads in. He's like, yeah, this is again about those family matters.
Fair enough, but I mean, still, you shouldn't feel like you're you shouldn't feel that you're obligated to go ahead and join Tina.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. He kind of agrees. I have no obligation. But what am I even doing here?
Oh, I don't know. But
You made the suggestion about him being obligated to join Tina. He seems to resonate, or what you said resonates with him in regards to obligation. But the point about Tina seems to miss him completely.
All right. Well, so what can I say? I also heard that you were due to join the archery club, as well as the junior expeditionists. So,
Yeah, I always join the archery team. I'm sure Tina told you about that. He kind of looks a bit proud when the archery team is mentioned. You do know
join the archery team if he's a first year.
Is he a first year?
Is he not?
I think he's a second year.
Oh, he is too. I don't know why I thought he was a first year.
I was like Tina and Mosk are twins. How is one of them like how are they not the same year? Unless they were held back.
Bad. Continue.
So then, why are you here?
Oh no, Tina is a third year. I guess Moss got held back. Hee.
Oh, okay.
That's what confused me. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, he seems particularly proud of joining the archery team. You do know Mosk is a, I mean, on paper, he is a ranger as a major. But yeah, he kind of continues on a bit of a tirade. He talks about about the obligation and how he's just joining the clubs he wants and shouldn't need to join something like the falconry team just because of some nonsense and there's no real point. And you kind of hear Tina shout back. She seems to have gotten a bit closer and overheard the conversation. And she shouts back something along the lines of, well, if someone here were to take care of their pets, they wouldn't need to have me here sticking their nose in their business now, would they?
Okay. I feel like now it's time to go ahead and have a proper conversation about this. All right. Someone's just gonna wave Tina over, all right, let's go and have a talk.
Yeah. You wave Tina over. Give me a charisma check. Straight charisma. Okay. You wave Tina over, but a few seconds later, after hearing that tirade from Tina, Mosk starts to pass over you, and they start to have a bit of a shouting match.
Oh god.
They speak in heavy dwarven accents. Do you know Dwarvish?
Let me check. I actually do.
You actually do know Dwarvish. Okay, so you catch the majority of this conversation. Without going into details of the exact dialogue, because I'm a dumb butt. Mosk Thunderkeg is basically arguing about being basically he's pissed that his family is like basically choosing his clubs for him, and he's like, you know, oh well, you know, join the falconry team here and get yourself a wild pet, because we always do with the wild pets here. Oh, and while you're at it, do blah blah blah. And he continues on, and Tina's saying, you don't if you didn't explode and run off in a huff every time you even tried to say something about it, maybe they would be a little bit more receptive to what you're trying to say. But no, you have to go off and flip the bird every time we have a family meeting at dinner. No one wants to have dinner with you anymore.
Well, I guess we found out that we were root of the problem.
All right. Well, you go ahead and shout. You go ahead and chime in. Do you say that in character, I assume?
Yep.
Yep. You go ahead and chime in. I think we found the root of the problem. And they both turn back to you and shout in unison, "This doesn't concern you!"
Well, it does concern me now, considering that you are frightening some of the animals.
Roll, no, actually don't roll anything. You say that, Tina and Moss look at each other. They notice that the animals have sort of retreated a little bit into their cages, and they both kind of storm off a little bit, refusing to talk to each other now.
Okay. Alright. So, I guess who wants to go ahead and talk first? I'll try to help any way I can.
You know that if I remember, you have a pre-existing relationship with Tina. So you know that Tina would probably be. Do you? I think so.
I think. I don't know. Let me go and look. Fuck, this is gonna be a long scroll through.
let me double check. I think you do, because that's how you knew about Teeter.
Yes, positive relationships with Tina and Melanie.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and check on Tina then.
Okay. You walk up to Tina. Tina kind of has cooled down a little bit, and sort of greets you in a bit more proper fashion. Sorry about the outrage back there. You know you're my friend, but when it comes to these family dwarven matters, sometimes it gets a little heated, you know. You probably don't want to get involved.
No. I want to help the both of you. And you're my friend. He's your brother. I feel myself help mend whatever's going on between the two of you.
Well, if you think you could help be my guest, but there's not a whole lot you can do without being part of the family and all. Roll a charisma persuasion check with advantage.
Alright, there it is. Just want to make sure I know I knew the proper.
I believe it's shift for advantage and control for disadvantage. Yes.
The persuasion, right?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yikes. Those were not great rolls. In any case, Tina would at least explain a little bit of what's going on. Tina kind of gives you a bit of the rundown. You know that the Thunderkeg family is a bit of a tradition. Always being they have a bit of a tradition with the Ultimacademy. They love their Barania, Storm, and they love their Rangers. Rangers and barbarians make we. But something happened with Mosk early on, and he decided he was gonna buck the trend, you know? And they didn't like that much. They're a bit stubborn, we lot.
Alright. So, by chance, what was this trend that he was trying to break away from?
Well, the trend of the Barania wing, you see? We have a tradition. The Pathfinders that make up the Thunderkeg family every time we join in. If we find ourselves good with a bow, or with the what's it called? The oh my god, I'm blanking on my own weapon. Hold on. It's a blasting rod. There you go. Yeah, you're good with a bow or blasting rod. You find yourself taking the path of the ranger. But if you're good with an axe, a sword like myself, you find yourself taking the barbarian. Having a great time with Nilo, by the way. No problems with me. Fucking love it. But yeah, as soon as my pa heard Moss found himself in the discipline wing, well, he didn't take very kindly to that.
Ah, I see. So it's a matter of your folks not being accepting of his choices, of
Yeah.
what he wants to do.
Yeah, you see why you're not in the best position, you know? I appreciate it, but I don't know if you're gonna really be able to do much to help. They won't listen to us. You think they're gonna listen to someone like you? No offense,
No, none taken. But at the same time, you shouldn't take out their anger, essentially, out on him.
Well, you're not the person who needs to be talking to that. I know about that. It's him it's him and the family. They've got some. They can't stand each other. They can't stand to have a simple conversation for 10 minutes without it becoming some crazy arm wrestling. Last night, they went off and shaved half his beard. My pa, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, it was downright disrespectful, but hey, you know, when you take a path like me, there's a bit of a stereotype about us in anger, but at least we learn to control it. These guys don't know what to do. Men, right? No offense.
Again, none taken. That's like, what, 2 no offenses in a row?
2 no offenses so far, yes.
Alright. Well, let's see.
Yeah, she kind of gives you that detail, this ongoing family disagreement, and basically neither one wants to budge. Yes, it's I don't think it's right to have the family be pushing on it too hard, but with all due respect, it's not like my dear brother's making it any easy on them.
Being that as is may, maybe you just need some time to, I don't know, but go ahead and truly find. Hang on, let me go and reset that sentence.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe he just needs some time. After all, he's still deciding his path, and if he's truly dedicated to the path he's currently on, he'll stick with it no matter what.
Yeah, be a shame. Yeah, it's unfortunate though. The family pushing back, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle. You see, she kind of introduces you to the cave that she's been working on, and you see that a large bat flies out. And because you have a positive relationship with her, you do actually know that it is Teeter, and you're a little bit familiar with the story of Teeter, a bat that the Thundercake family acquired for Thundercag as part of his Beastmaster training. But now putting the pieces together, because he's sort of stuck on his disciplined ways and doesn't really care about being a Beastmaster, and because of how it represents his freaking feud with the family, he's not really interested in taking care of it. And so now Tina's stuck having to make sure it doesn't, fall over.
Alright. Tell you what, if I'm to find Musk again, I'll go and talk to him.
Mosk is still in the falconry team, but Mosk is still around.
Okay.
But he's sort of been keeping to himself. He's just not talking to anyone. You can actually see that he started basically it looks like he's brought out this large black iron casket. Upon closer inspection, you can see that it's actually his blasting rod, and he started tinkering with it. I know the image of someone who got really mad that they start looking at their gun is concerning.
Yeah, you know what? Just be, I'm just not gonna go and approach that right now. I am not gonna be right next to it when it misfires.
You're not. You're totally free to go that way. Although as a character, you know the Thunder Kegs well enough. You're not worried about them misfiring. They know how to handle their weapons.
Fair enough.
But he does have a gun, and he is obviously very angry.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll go and talk to Moskin a bit.
Yeah.
We can probably sign up for the Falcon Club.
Yeah. Don't get yourself blue in the face trying to talk him out of it. Yeah.
I won't be I'll go ahead and choose your off. If that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Just, when he gets angry like this, you can talk to him if you want, but if he gets if he's still as stubborn as I imagine, just save your breath and find a better time. It's it's whatever. She kind of goes back to feeding Teeter. This conversation is winded down and she's sort of done talking about Mosque anymore.
Alright. Now, where do I sign up for the Falcon Club before I move on to Mosque?
Huckle has been dodging this entire conversation. Oh, what's that over there?
Okay.
But yeah, after a short conversation, you can easily sign up for the falconry team with Huckle. Huckle basically has you go through all the different birds. You are a druid in training, so after introducing you to the aviary, Huckle is content to just, let you just roam around and pick someone that resonates with you. Pick someone that speaks to you, that you could hear their inner voice. Something like that. While you're doing that, I think we can move to Apis and Realise, since you're both doing the Junior Expeditions team, so might as well have you guys do it together. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys settled. Would you guys like to sort of do this together, or is there a particular reason you want to go it alone and be dark and edgy?
I mean, I really have no care for if anyone is joining me on my walk down there, but I'd mostly do it by myself.
Yeah. I'm not going to force you guys to be together, but if you guys have ended up knowing each other from the previous fights and have started seeing each other more just naturally, and you're like, we're both going here, it might make sense for you guys to go together. Not like as a couple or anything. Just just cuz, just as friends.
Right,
just as friends.
You gotta make it
I'm making it weird.
Dryad, it's okay. You just need to stop speaking.
What? I'm the DM. I can't stop speaking. I have to keep digging this hole.
So good luck with the shovel.
Yes. All right. Let me go ahead and send you here. This is going to be pretty straightforward. What is Samuel doing here? Oh wait, he was here last time.
Yep.
I can't wait until we see I can't wait until I forget to delete these and we're moving things around and then there's just going to be 4 ruck tucks just existing in the library at the same time. All right.
I mean, we can make that happen.
I would rather not. No illusion magic in this house.
Can't tell me what to do.
Oh, please don't gaslight me.
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad.
Oh, I got a DM from the lovely angel. Let's see what it is. Is it cursed? Friendly fire. Oh, I love it. I'm sending it to you guys.
We already made friendly fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the motion is great.
Wait, there's motion? Is it
Angel loves her sketches.
Oh yeah.
bonk.
So
Look at fucking WoW in the back.
I'm gonna put in memes. I tried to write in my AI generation mid-journey. I wrote,
Oh no.
Dwarf holding small square cannon.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's just hurts.
Why are you like this?
Look at this thing.
Yep. That's going in the Twitch chat.
Yep.
Can that be like Mosk's dad? Daddy Thunderkeg.
I don't get it. I said holding, not being.
So good.
The AI took creative liberties.
Yeah.
All right. So, is there anything particular you want to do aside from just signing up and going through what we did with Samuel, where you have a chance to do some crafting, kind of like chat for a little bit, kind of touch wood, attached to like a metal hammer,
I mean,
make a quill, pluck some feathers.
First gotta see if there's any donuts left over.
Let's see. Give me. Well, considering how good your initiative is, there's a lot of donuts for you, Apis. But by the time Release shows up for signups, all the donuts are almost gone.
Aw.
You're maybe a little early. That said, because a lot of the signups happened on Tuesday, there are a few less people around on Friday, which means that there are more workshops available. It's a bit less sparse, a bit more laxed.
I am trying to see if I have any tools.
Yeah, you just go through every tool you have. You just sit down and you're just like, just give me a minute. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
No. I actually don't think I have any tool proficiency. That's kind of cringe. Yeah, I think I'd probably just after signing up, just to kind of not make myself too antisocial. I'll be hanging around, just working on a few odds and ends.
You kind of meet up with some of the veterans that are around, and some of them regard you highly. You suspect that you might have known them before. They're kind of like, Apis, what's up? We missed you Tuesday.
Oh, I was just looking at other potential clubs. I already knew I was gonna sign up here.
Aw, man, for real? Well, you're late, so old donuts came for us. Haha. We saved you a seat.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, no, absolutely pretending like you know when you're at that family reunion and you have that aunt that's like, oh my god,
let me pinch your cheeks,
and you have to pretend that you've like known them all your life. Yeah, that is Apis right now.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Oh, Aunt Jordy, yeah.
You never finish your jelly-filled donuts. All right, go ahead, and they saved the seat for you. So I'm just gonna put you right there.
Yeah.
Release, are you doing anything in particular? You're kind of watching this little scene unfold as Apis kind of like immediately kind of like gets in with his dude bros. And they start talking about like, yo, remember that time that guy like caught himself in the knee with an arrow last year? Oh my god, we're still talking about it.
He used to be an adventurer.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, dude.
You beat me to it.
Dude, it was one time. One time. He's like, yeah, you gotta think about that next time you start grabbing a crossbow with some greasy fingers. Calling each other fat, eating chicken, trying to handle delicate strings.
You know that picture of like the teacher with the student beside him, and the student's hitting a bow, and then the teacher's got like an arrow in him.
Yes.
And he's looking really disappointed.
Yes.
That's what I'm imagining right now.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do, Reelise? You might be muted. I haven't heard you say anything. I know you have a toothy achy. You came here at 2:30.
Shut.
All right. Well, Reelise, you'll be vibing here. Let's put you here. All right. What kind of tools are you proficient with, Apis?
I am not proficient in anything.
Okay.
From what I can tell. Wait, no.
In that case, let me check the downtime rules.
I am proficient in these tools.
That's not an artisan's tool. Sorry.
Yeah.
The art of thievery.
The art is in it's mine now. You know, I will allow you to make a thievery check if you want to like steal some existing equipment.
No, he wouldn't want to like steal anything.
All right. So you got yourself a set of tools. Make a straight intelligence check. You don't add your proficiency, as you kind of bumble your way through pretending you know how to craft stuff in front of your friends, quote unquote.
Let's see, that's a 12. That's respectable.
Okay. Later on, you'll get to make 6 golds worth of stuff using whatever you want. Any mundane gear will do. But, you know, as you are finishing up, everyone else is like, ah, dude, the donuts ran out. Ah, dude, real? All right, well, you know, I'll finish this tomorrow. Might hop in before I get my studying down. I'm gonna go chill by the pool. Let's go. And they all like start like, yeah, pool time. They're going to the pool and they're kind of like bouncing.
There's a pool at the school?
There is a pool at the school.
I did not know this.
There is, yes. It's on the 2nd floor, I think. And everyone else is kind of gone. And let's say you're, finishing up a little knapsack. You just need a few more minutes to do that.
One could say I need a minute.
Yes, you need a minute. I like that you got that. Whereas when you're almost done, you start to hear a strange sound. You hear something like
I look around, see if I can discern where the sound is coming from.
The sound seems to be coming from around the corner.
Around my corner or around like Reelise's corner?
This corner. Sorry, am I on GM layer again?
I was also in D&D Beyond. Hold on, let me split this shit up. There we go. I have 2 monitors. Let me fucking use them.
It's okay. I'm looking. I have one monitor for Roll20, and I have the other monitor for me frantically looking up D&D rules and also Angel's shit posts.
Good job. Let's see here. I am just gonna hold up my hand, ready with a ready to firebolt whatever it is, and I'm gonna go around and investigate.
All right. As you get closer, you can like squeeze your way through the barrel. You get closer to the corner, and the noise starts to become more apparent as you get closer. You can hear clearly. It sounds like fingers or claws scrubbing at something. You start to hear like grunting.
Who's there? Where'd that fucking accent come from?
No one. You hear what sounds like a panicked woman's voice from around the corner.
Right. I am gonna go closer, investigate.
Okay.
Getting a hand out.
You hold on. This is the big reveal, everyone. This is the moment you fuckers have been waiting for.
Oh my.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hold on, I can do this a little bit better. Let me set the headset down. Yeah!
So you turn the corner. There's a little nook, a little cranny on the edge of the workshop. You notice that at the bottom, sort of tucked behind a few wooden planks, seems to be the head of a and we're just gonna say a muss. Because obviously we all knew about muss already in the setting. They've always existed, and mouse girls were always in the school. Of a tiny muss who seems to be stuck in what seems to be a little like tiny passage that breaches the wall between this workshop and the library. You can see just her head, her body is apparently stuck on the other side of the wall as she struggles to retreat from the gap that she has found herself in.
I am gonna pull a bluff, and I am gonna pull out my wand of smiles towards her. Freeze.
No, it's the first person who says "Help, stepbrother, I'm stuck" gets banned. The first one who says it gets banned. Okay.
But I'm not in chat. So what are you doing, Step Mouse?
No! This is my server.
Oh no!
A bolt of lightning strikes you from inside.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yep.
Wrath of God! But yeah, just pointing a wand at her and saying freeze.
This is... Whoa. You're not gonna hurt a fellow student, are you?
Gonna smile a little bit, come closer.
Yeah, I just
So?
realized.
What are you doing in the walls?
Give me an intimidation check.
Better be intimidating.
Chrono shift!
You chrono shift that?
Yeah.
All right.
Please roll just as badly.
Oh shoot! When I timed out Angel as a joke, because of course Angel had to do it. Angel had to do it to me. I noticed that it also deleted all of Angel's messages in the chat. Oh, Angel.
Yeah, it does that.
Angel,
You actually should be careful because it does that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's still on the stream, so we can still see Angel's silliness. Also, Angel, thank you for the help the DM redeem.
Fuck.
Okay,
you rolled a 3 on intimidation.
Use your DM inspiration in order to make her very insightful.
So you're like, what are you doing in the walls?
11.
Yeah.
So
Quick question.
yeah,
Is Apis like an owlin or like a
Owl.
owl?
Apis is an owlin. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Nothing more.
Yep. Exactly an
So-
owlin, and that's just they were always an owlin.
Okay, but is this a bad time to mention that owls eat mouses?
Yeah. So yes. So So you point the wand at her, and she just says something like, "Oh, I was just help! Help! Someone's about to kill me! Help! Get me out of here!" And who else would hear that but a certain curious kobold who happens to be making the rounds in the library? Oops, I accidentally almost deleted the map. Did not want to do that. All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, Rectuck's rushing over.
Help! Someone's pointing a wand at me like a crazy person.
All right. Do I see her from
Yes,
where I am?
you can easily tell where the voice is coming from, and as you turn around, you see a tiny crevice at the end of the library, at which the torso and only the torso, and the legs, of course, from the neck down, a little a mouse girl, is seen struggling frantically, pushing against the walls of the library. Some books fall over. It seems that a giant book that is hoisted on her back has wedged itself in the hall and has prevented her from crawling back out.
All right. Rectuck is gonna go get her unstuck.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Help me.
All right.
Can I just help by pushing on this side? Just as soon as she starts screaming, like, nope, not dealing with this.
All right. Go ahead and both of you roll Rucktuck, roll an athletics check with advantage.
All right.
Dude, Rucktuck's super strong.
Rucktuck is crazy strong.
Athletics.
Yes, athletics.
Nice.
Okay. So you have this short spat of screaming, help, help, someone's pointing a wand at me, these jocks are crazy, don't touch me, woo! And she gets pulled out. As you both basically, I assume you grab her by like the leg or something.
Yeah, I just kind of, as gentle as possibly, pull her back.
All right. So as gently as possible, you try to pull her back, but the force of Apis pushing is not something you accounted for. So you kind of pull her back and reel back a little bit. You knock over a book. You all both fall prone. It's a comedy of errors.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look through the hole.
All right. Yeah, and she kind of quickly said you have to crouch down to see through the hole. It is tiny, this hole.
Just an eye poking into it.
Yeah, it's not super tiny. It's like a, I don't know, like a
It's mouse hole.
four like a 6-inch, 8-inch gap. But yeah, it effectively looks like a mouse hole. So you kind of crawl down and poke your eye through, and you can see that this mouse girl. I want to keep saying Mus, which is the name of the race in this setting. But like in our hearts, we all know that it's just like Mouse Girl.
Mouse girl.
She
Like, rename the race. Mouse girl.
Mouse just they're mouse boys.
They're mouse boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mouse boys.
But yeah, she quickly like stands up, and you can kind of see more clearly. She looks to be learned. Her glasses were crooked. She straightens them. She has this giant like green and blue book hoisted on her back. It very obviously looks like a spell book. And she kind of like stands at attention. She looks furious. She turns to Rucktuck and is like, I think without really knowing you, she would probably just refer to you as Mr. She's like, Mr. Librarian, someone on the other side of this workshop tried to kill me.
Rectuck gently holds up their hands, being like, oh, okay. You're on this side now. Do you know who was on the other side?
Some
Rectuck
crazy.
just kind of peeks at the hole.
you see Apis eye poking it. Do I?
Yep. You
I see
recognize
Rucktuck.
Apis on the other side.
Oh, hi there,
Apis?
Rucktuck.
What were you doing?
You know this crazy person?
There
Kind
was,
of.
There was skittering, there was scattering, and a, well, mouse in the wall, and I came over to investigate.
I'm not a mouse. He seems indignant.
Were you threatening her?
Yes!
He pokes the wand in. It's a wand of smiles.
Roll a dexterity saving throw as she tries to snatch the wand from you. All right.
I'm not even gonna critical shift that.
What?
My luck is-
It's what? And you see the mouse paw just snatch the wand from you. She looks at it. You tricked me. That's even worse. I'm reporting you to Melanie.
Apis, that's not very nice.
Well, don't startle me while I'm working.
I didn't startle
She was
anyone. I was
stuck.
Eve's. Never mind.
You were what?
You're gonna get attention when I tell Melanie what you did. She's gonna turn off and walk away. She's gonna try to leave
Oh,
the
I'm
conversation.
Not if I tell her that you're eavesdropping. I'm gonna start running.
It's quite a way to the library from where you are. But-
Shit, I do not have haste. Shit, yeah, no. I don't have a spell for this.
All right, Ruktuk, what are you doing as this mouse girl is angrily storming up the stairs to inform Melanie about the attempted assassination?
Rectech is gonna clean up the books.
Angel recommends enlarge reduce if you have it.
No, it is not a.
Bad. Oh, you're just gonna tidy up the books? All right, she's gonna leave you behind.
Yep. No, Rectech is just like, this is out of my jurisdiction.
Fair enough. All right, you are bolting your way to the library. Let's move there, shall we?
I can gift alacrity myself, so I get initiative boost. That's about it.
Yeah, that's not gonna be enough.
I could have slowed her down when I had the chance, but
All right, so you are doing the best you can to. Let's see. You would have to rush along the bottom area, get your way up to the kitchen, get out of the kitchen, get out of these doors, and then burst through the library. So you would have to make a path around there. Let's say generously, it takes you about 45 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds at least. So by the time you make your way to the library and rush through the door, calmly open the door,
yeah,
peek through the door, peek into the door.
As he's
Harry
running
Potter,
up,
did
he'll screech to a halt at the door and just open them casually.
Harry Potter, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Dumbledore
Apis
said
asked calmly. All right, you casually and nonchalantly open the door, and you hear the impassioned complaint coming out of this mouse person as she's like. And she's like, and then he smirked like he was gonna torture me, miss. There he is. Arrest him. Call the guard or something. And Apis looks to you like, Apis, wait. Is what Pen is saying is true?
Pen?
I'm just gonna
Pen.
Spell it.
Her name is Pen.
casually
Two N's?
walk out.
Nope, just one N.
Aww.
And
I'm not sure what tale she's spinning, but I heard a scratching in the wall. On guard from the recent debacle we had with a tiefling, I went to investigate. As I found them crawling through, they told me they were eavesdropping, and
No
then I...
lies, she interrupts us. Don't let him get away with slander like that. Roll competing persuasion checks.
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
God damn, I'm crawling shifting that. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
There we go.
I'm gonna use my DM inspiration to re-roll mine.
Oh.
How
Damn.
dare.
It got worse.
oh,
It got way worse. Sorry, Angel. I tried. All right. The shouting match goes on for a little bit, but eventually, you know, Melanie has everyone calm down. Yeah. You manage to keep yourself reserved as the hot-blooded mouse pleads her case, but eventually, Melanie kind of listens to everyone and is like, okay, I understand the situation. It's troubling. I understand. Penelope, please apologize to this young man. And she's like aghast, like, what? You expect me to apologize?
I'm
Well-
sorry, Penelope. Oh my gosh.
That's her full name, but she goes by Pen most of the time. She's frustrated, and Melanie is basically taking her side and being calm, and it's like, well, I'm sure you know the news. We were attacked last week, and so sneaking around is not very wise.
I will hold out my hand for the wand back.
I'm sorry that I happened to be around and eavesdrop. She like quotes, and you kind of call it. It's kind of a fake apology, but it's good enough. Melanie considers, and she gives you the wand. And
I apologize for the wand. That was a little bit excessive of me.
Melanie kind of nods in agreement. Next time, if you do consider yourself in true danger, Apis, I hope you will contact the maestro next time.
I apologize. You know how I like to do things myself. I should really get better at it.
Angel says, why was she going in the hall? Who knows? But yes, she's kind of like, okay, is everyone happy? And Penelope's, yeah.
I apologize for disturbing you as well with this matter.
All right. Then, you know, then go about your day. I don't believe we need to bring the guard into this. She kind of looks at Penelope with a sort of like, are you fucking kidding me? Look. Like, we're not going to call a guard on one of our own students. She kind of marches off and kind of looks away, and she doesn't really see you in a good light anymore. You can tell that your relationship with Penelope has soured somewhat. This is a DM version of like, she will remember this later. But she kind of goes back to the library and goes and starts looking through books. Looking at her a bit more closely, now that you have a chance to see what she actually looks like besides just her head, you can tell that she is a studious person. You might have even imagined she could be in one of your courses if you had recognized her earlier. She is holding a giant spell book, same description as I gave Ruktuk when Ruktuk first met her. She's very clearly some kind of wizard. as she goes through, she rummages around the book and opens up a page and then sets it down on the ground and takes with her two hands her giant page and flips to one of them and starts comparing notes.
Just me quickly looking at the class ledger to see if she's in any of my classes.
You did not know her, so she's not in the class ledger or in the supporting cast, but she will be introduced soon.
Damn. Well, I'll have to keep an eye on my classes for her.
Okay.
Obviously, she's gonna be a bit troublesome, but after all that commotion, I'm gonna tuck the wand of smiles away. Tempted to quickly use it, but not in front of Melody.
Yeah, using the smiles would maybe be a poor choice.
It's like one of those passing thoughts. I could, but nah. I will simply just take my leave and head back up to my room for the evening.
Okay. So with that in mind, I for everyone in the chat, I think it's safe to say something probably happens to Ray, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Ray, I love you. Say something in the chat. We miss you. Hearts and roses and lilacs and other corsages. But we'll probably move on to Tricky, who is doing student council things.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoops. Here's clones of everyone again.
Oh my god.
Kill the clones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Angel will never know why she was in the mouse hole. We'll never know. It'll definitely never come up again.
Did you just add in the species we asked you to add in and then made them our enemies to be a bastard?
No. It was someone's idea to intimidate them immediately. I didn't choose the thug life. You chose the thug life.
All right, I am here, and I am,
Yes.
I guess, going to the place where I've been told to go to.
Yes, which would be in this major study hall, the center of which is sort of the student council room.
You, once again.
I moved you without telling you where to go. That is here.
You know the whole GM layer thing? Oh, there we go.
I'm
Now
not
I
in the
can see.
GM lair. I will fight you.
There we go. Now I can see your
You're
big arrow.
gaslighting me.
There we are. Hello.
All right, so you see where you are?
Yep.
All right, so this is the building where a lot of people do this is sort of like the overnight studying. This is the all-nighter building, as some of the students would refer to it.
I am here.
Yes. Would you like to do anything in particular before, or are you just gonna walk in?
I'm just gonna, door. Use that door to go inside.
All right. How early are you? Did you come here first thing, or do you think you would have spent some time?
Oh, I'm exactly on time.
Perfect. Okay, let me get all the characters that I need.
I spend my time efficiently.
Not that one.
I have
This
to
one.
train while I'm
This
not
one.
doing anything else.
This one, and the new one. Oh shoot, I need to bring another person in. New characters! I forgot to add this one to the map. All right. All right. So when you get here, obviously Pandora is here, as well as some familiar faces that seem to be gathered around in a circle, looking at some documents and chattering amongst themselves. This person is not in the GM layer, so no one saw that. All right. You notice Dorema and Daniel.
Danny to double.
Daniel to Dobble. That's correct. Both in the room. And once you open the door, sort of, you know, Pandora turns around and notices you, and she's like, "Oh, good, you made it. Welcome to the club." Well, the war room. She kind of like chuckles a little bit. We're still waiting for a few more people, but I want to introduce you to everyone else. This is Dorema. I think you already know her. Dorema's just like, "Hey."
I raise a hand in what people consider to be like a greeting.
Yeah. Dorema kind of waves back. Since you know her already, she's familiar with your mannerisms and gives you Dorema's version of a friendly wave. And Daniel kind of speaks before Pandora has a chance to introduce him, and he's like, "Hi, Tricky, Daniel. I'm sure we've met before." You recognize, of course, Daniel as the one who continuously interviews you for Ultimagazine.
I look at him. I don't offer him anything.
There's a bit of an awkward silence, and Pandora goes, "So,
Hello,
Trick-
Pandora.
hi. So I know you're new to student council, so I wanted to kind of give you a rundown of what we do. I kind of introduced everyone to this already, but I don't mind talking about it again. Feel free to, you know, sit down. We're mostly just, you know, introducing ourselves."
There's going to be war in this room.
Oh, it's and she kind of looks around and she's like, a battle of the minds, you know. And Dorema's kind of like, "No, he doesn't." Oh, it's I mean like a debate. We're gonna plan. Wait, let me start from the beginning.
I sit down and like I sort of clamber over the back of the chair and sit down in a very insect motion. It's not particularly settling.
Pandora pauses for a second, seeing you clamber over, but once she has a moment to see that you're comfortable, or at least thinks you're comfortable, she begins. So, the student council is a group of students who work with the staff and faculty and everyone who, you know, all the adults, to make sure that everyone has what they need in order to have you know, a good school life. You know, they get their classes and they have fun, and they, you know, they have whatever they need in order to train and all that stuff. And so we're like the bridge between them, you know? She kind of like waits for you to see if you understand what she said so far.
I don't.
It becomes clear to you that it becomes clear to her that you're not really following what she's saying, and Dorema kind of tries to translate for her, and she says, basically, whenever the students want something and the teachers don't want them to have that, we have to be the one that convinces the teachers to let them have it.
So we are devoting ourselves to social positions of
It's a sort of diplomatic role. So Dabble kind of finishes your thought, or tries to finish your statement.
diplomacy.
Yes. Battle, as you know, real battles won and lost in the battlefield, but wars can be won or lost in this room. He tries to, you know, speak in his mannerism, trying to use the war room analogy here. But as soon as he finishes,
Been in a war. Have you been in a war?
No, not directly.
Neither have I.
well, it's not a real war. It's just the diplomatic part. It's really good though if you want to plan for that. But we don't have to worry. We'll just call it the council room. She gives up that analogy, and Pandora continues. So the student council has a lot of responsibilities, and so we usually make a council that has a lot of different people with different roles, and each one's responsible for different things. So I'm going to be the president. She kind of like declares herself so, and everyone kind of nods in agreement. And the other roles usually work and report to me, but they're all equally important and serve, their own purposes and look at different things, because one person can't really do all those things on their own. So Darema, Darema, we need a treasurer. And so I think that Darema would be the best fit for the job. She's really good at that kind of accounting. And Darema kind of smirks at that suggestion.
Yes, Darema is very good at making money.
Yeah, and I know some people have had doubts about her being able to really keep track of it all, but I trust her. We've had a chance to talk about it, and she knows that she needs a way to get trusted in the community. So this was a good way for us to find a middle ground. And Darema kind of, nods a bit disguisingly, like the agreement is kind of there, but it's mostly a lip service. If you roll an insight check, you might notice that you might see that her intentions are not 100% pure. Yes, her intentions are not 100% pure. This is a way to make money. People who are in the student council are popular, and people who are in the student council get believed and are in a position to make extra money. And she's in it for the money.
I don't quite understand money, but if I understand enough of it to understand that these people want it.
Yep. She says that in order to, Pandora explains that the treasurer's job is to make sure that out of everyone that we get, out of all the funds that we have, it's properly allocated and make sure that it's balanced out between all the different interests of the students and the, adults in the school. She says students, and she kind of like defers to adults, or maestros, instead of like faculty and staff, and try to like make it super, super easy to follow in terms that other people have said. And so that's why we need a treasurer in the council. But also we need someone to really, really know what the students even want, so that when we talk to the maestros and the adults and the grown-ups, we know what to ask for and we know how much it's going to be. So that's where Daniel comes in. Daniel's going to be our secretary. And Daniel doesn't really say anything.
Going to secrete.
Daniel kind of laughs at that suggestion. He's like, classic Tricky. No, it's more like a polar. I'm gonna be the one who's talking the most to all the other students. I'll talk to most of the students while the rest of you talk to the adults.
Okay. I will keep my investigations on your secretions for later.
So then there are some more down to the ground positions for each of the different wings of the school. We need a bishop. It's sort of mandatory by the school, as part of the Ultimacademy regulations, but we need a bishop in order to oversee all manners of religion. And they help connect with the rest of the, divinity and Verania wings of the school. I think we have a new person who come in who was super, super eager for the job. It was, let me see, Sky, Barthelian Sky. He should be here any minute now.
My antenna flick rather agitatedly at the mention of Byrania, just in general.
Yeah, he seems really... Darema kind of speaks. Yeah, he seems really, really eager about it. The little something about him just is weird, but hey, if he wants to do it, then I'm not gonna stop him. And then Pandora finally finishes off, and finally there's a captain. The captain helps work with manners of the junior expeditionists and usually communicates with the pathfinding guild. That's where they like to go. I found someone who wanted to be the captain. I hope she shows up. She seemed a little nervous about it, though.
There are too many chairs.
Oh, the rest of the chairs are, actually, I think Daniel would probably say this. The other, well, we usually conduct interviews and stuff as part of surveying, and so even if everyone's here, it's nice to have some spare chairs in case we want to bring some student reps or maestros over.
What is my job?
Oh, you're the vice president.
What is a vice president?
You're there to be popular. Dorema says it matter-of-factly, and Pandora's like, well, it's not just that. You're gonna be overseeing everyone else and making sure that we run as a cohesive unit. And she kind of like gives you the business term for it. And Dorema reiterates, basically, you're here to be popular.
I can be popular. I am very busy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's clear, Daniel says. Tricky, I don't know if it was mentioned before, but the student council is an elected position. We actually need to get enough votes from everyone else to be part of the student council.
I think I understand. You are trying and may fail.
Yeah, but I think with Pandora and you, there's no way we're not getting the position. I mean, Pandora's the most popular student in the school. This is easily in the bag. And he kind of like sits back in his chair and looks kind of almost smug about it, like he has not a care in the world. Pandora starts, it's not an excuse to slack off though. And then you hear a knock on the door.
I will stand up and go and open the door.
Give me an initiative check.
Initiative check. 18 initiative.
All right. Pandora starts up as if to open the door, but you are already there. And when you open the door, it is Barthelion, the elf that Pandora mentioned before, and she kind of speaks out. Oh, Barthelion, there you are. Glad you could make it. And he's like, yeah, sorry, I had a few students was at a few classmates were asking for help, and someone wanted to be escorted, and a cat was stuck in a tree, and then another cat was stuck in a tree. There were a lot of cat issues. Anyway, I'm here. He kind of pants a little bit. He seems a little sweaty.
You need to work on your endurance. You are having trouble breathing.
No, it's okay. I just gotta sit down. The seat taken? He makes a beeline for the closest seat.
I just go to a different seat. I go over here.
Okay. He takes the seat down, completely unaware that he straight up jacked your chair. Oh, it's warm.
Probably wouldn't be warm. I don't think bugs are warm.
You're probably right. It probably wouldn't be warm, but maybe he just thinks it's warm. Who knows? So yeah, you have so Pandora kind of summarizes the rest of the student council, talks about the election and everything. Basically, there's 2 months of campaigning starting next week. There's going to be a major debate that happens a month from now, where all the different student council teams will sign up and have debates, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's why we're going to start surveying right away, so we know what the real issues are and we can be prepared. And then after that, a month later, everyone's going to be able to cast their vote on who they think makes the best team. And then after we get in, the real work begins. When she's done, she checks to see if anyone has any questions so far. There's a moment where you have a chance to say something.
There, give me a second.
I don't know if you're actually not saying anything or pausing.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second.
Give me a break. I'm not dumb. I'm just role playing.
Give me a second.
Give me a second.
Stealing my line.
Angel says some bugs are actually give off heat depending on the type.
These promote a new queen by warming them up, I believe.
I know they kill wasps that way.
Oh, that's how they kill wasps.
It's crazy because their like dying point is like just a few degrees above wasps.
Something else really cool is grasshoppers, I believe, and locusts are the same species. The difference is locusts are grasshoppers that have like gotten too densely packed and they've rubbed together and gotten hot, and then they just spontaneously turn into locusts.
What?
I know.
Is that like an evolution event, or is that does every locust come out from an explosion of grasshoppers?
I believe it's like that's just how locusts are.
So there's no daddy locust and mommy locust. It's mommy and daddy grasshopper. And then they're just like, boom! We have wings now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, right?
I choose to believe that wholeheartedly without looking at any evidence.
Yeah.
That's just too cool.
What was I gonna say?
I do not think you want me to debate. My positions on your modern day problems have very little to do with your modern day problems.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted you for vice president, Tricky. You have such a unique perspective, and yeah, I'm probably going to do most of the talking, but it's going to be good to have someone that can see things that I don't. Everyone's going to need to talk a little bit, but you're going to be able to speak to things that other people won't know about. I think it's going to be good. She kind of waves off your concern.
Maybe one day we should go over exactly the differences between us.
Yeah, we'll have a whole month to prepare for it. So don't worry, you're gonna know exactly what you need to say, and then from there, you just have to not blow it.
Blow it. Okay.
Durema, yeah, she means not forget what to say or say something wrong.
What is it they say? No promises.
I think Daniel says, I think you mean no problem, right?
Sure.
Barthelium will chime in. Yeah, I have a question. Where's our captain? And on cue, you hear a knock on the door again.
I don't do it this time.
Yep. Both Barthelian and Pandora are like, I'll get it. And then Pandora kind of pauses for a second, continues as president. Barthelian is content to relax in the chair. All right. And you open the door. And she opens the door, and you see our second mouse girl. That's right. Jimmy, your mom lets you have 2 mouse girls?
Nice.
Yes. Compared to the aggressive nature of the last of Penelope, this person, this mouse girl with tan fur, and she seems to wear she looks to wear like acolyte's robes, and and she holds like a wooden staff in her hand. She looks to be much more like reserved and nervous compared to the last mouse. And she's like, is this the student council room? And Pandora's like, yeah, please come in. I'm so glad you made it. She kind of has to pull her inside and drag her by the arm, and she's like, please take a seat, we were just talking about you.
How tall is this mouse?
She is probably about 2 feet and 3 inches.
Okay,
You'd measure.
she's approximately a quarter of Tricky's height.
Oh my god.
If you include his horn.
Yeah. So she'll move along here, and she'll look around at everyone, and she'll stare directly at you.
I look back and I click my mandibles a little. Hello.
Hi. He's huge. She whispers to Tricky. It's okay. He's friendly. It's fine. Okay. He's gonna sit down. All right. Everyone's here. So, Tricky, like I was saying, the captain is going to be reserved for working with the junior expeditionists in the Pathfinders Guild. And I think, well, I definitely had some ideas, but it was actually you, Sammy, that wanted to join. And this mouse girl, whose name is Samantha, sort of mutters around and sort of mutters under her breath, yeah, I really think I would like to, yeah. I don't know if I'll be really good though, but I gotta start, so here I am. Angel, I'm timing you out for that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I when Samantha was like, he's huge, and Angel's just like phrasing. And so everyone's here. The first order of business is to come up with a cool student council name.
We are still missing a bishop.
Barthelian is the bishop.
Oh. I thought he was just shiny.
Daniel cackles at that. Daniel like literally is like LMAO, like slapping his knee and hitting the table. He's like, I Tricky, I know you hate it, but I have to write that down. So the first order, yeah, go for it.
I'm basically just staring down at this mouse for a little while.
Yes. Everyone has a chance to introduce themselves and tell each other a little about themselves. You learn a little bit about everyone here. You learn that Barthelian, you learn that this guy, he is Barthelian Sky. He is a first year at the academy, and he comes from a long line of paladin tradition. And he's super excited to work with everyone. And he's been doing perfectly great with all of the... everyone seems to love him, so he's really excited about that. Zarema introduces herself, but she's pretty reserved. You know enough about her, but you don't learn anything new when she introduces herself. She's just like, hey, I'm Samantha, I run the occult club. I'm pretty good with money, people say. People trust me. People say I'm dependable.
This mouse is Samantha Gray.
You are right. This mouse girl, mouse girl. Eventually, when it comes around to her, you learn that her full name is Samantha of the Gray. And she is also a first year at the academy, and she has been trying to come out of her shell, as she describes it. You also know Daniel Tadabo, who runs Ultimacademy. And he shares a fun fact about himself that he first learned how to write when he was only 4 years old. And he shares that proud fact. And so he's like, the quill is a natural to me. This is like my calling. I'm so pumped.
I will share. Oh, jeez. What?
Yeah.
What
Sorry,
am I gonna share?
we're doing this corporate meeting. Time for everyone to do icebreakers.
If I follow him directly, I will say.
It goes around in a corner. So Pandora started. You are last. You went right at, you went after Samantha Gray, or Samantha of the Gray. You learned that you'll quickly learn that mouse names they don't have a surname. They have a first name and then a descriptor. So she is Samantha of the Gray.
Okay, Samantha of the Gray. So I come directly after her, which means I'm just looking at Daniel. He said that he was he wrote first at 4 years old. Yes, 4 years old.
Yep, you're totally right. And Angel says most babies can start to learn to write around 2 or 3, and I'm like, yes, but it's not 1300 right now. At least he's literate.
Feasted upon my first kill within a week of my life.
There is dead silence in the room.
Also, I can play the flute.
Wow, the flute! There you go. Pandora, like, veers a change topic. And you can see the color draining from Samantha's, like, face. You also learn some basic. I'll also introduce some basic information about Samantha. This will be covered in the student background, but based on her outfit, the color of her uniform, you can easily tell that she is part of the divinity dorm. You take her for a cleric.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Pour everyone in a room with me.
Yep, pour everyone in a room. But yes, everyone eventually has that introduction, and they start talking about team names. Like, let's come up with a cool, popular team name that we can use to rally people to our council. And they all start shooting off suggestions, like whatever. I'm the DM, obviously. I have a whole list prepared, but just because I'm letting the players have some agency. Do you have suggestions?
I need you to hit me with some of that list.
Uh-oh. So you'd probably get something like, the Barthelian Sky might have a suggestion that's like really overly formal, like the student council of this year. And he might throw in a cheeky line like the sky's the limit. And people would be like, that's kind of cute, but you're not gonna run for president. I don't know how it's gonna stick. And then, Tadabo will give his own suggestion, like sorry, I was muted and not thinking easily. Anyway, I was gonna say, well, he gives, man, oh, wow, I really suck at this.
Okay, we're giving you practice.
You are giving me practice. Too bad I'm not using any of it. But yeah, he'll probably give a suggestion like maybe the like the pathfinding extraordinaires, or the Eye of Ultimacademy. And it's like, that's a little ominous, don't you think? Pandora kind of has an idea, but she's like, okay, after what Daniel said, I probably don't want to give mine, because if his is too ominous, mine's gonna be way too ominous. Pandora is starting to struggle, like, okay, maybe no one has any good ideas. She looks to you, Tricky.
Pandora. What is your idea?
What? You look to Pandora?
Yeah, what's Pandora's idea?
She
Just realized you were
God
trying to brush off.
damn it, Sigbur, you suck. She might give like an idea like the she might give something like the cloak of, and then she names off like one of Dia's like deities or like kindred, like the cloth of Kulashtar, which is a kindred which you probably aren't aware of. Roll religion.
Oh, I'm not rolling religion. I'm taking the failure.
Okay, you do not know what Kulashta is, but when she mentions Kulashta, everyone else seems to be like, let's not associate Kulashta with the student council.
Okay, I want to roll. This is really curious.
God damn it. Oh, thank God. I love you, dice.
I don't think my recommendations have any purchase here.
All right. Well, aside from that, everyone spends basically the rest of the student council meeting debating on a name, ultimately with no one making a real decision and no one committing to anything. Looks like we'll reconvene and finalize a name the next time you guys meet. Because no one has any suggestions and no one likes any suggestions and you didn't have any suggestions, so we're all fucked. Is what it comes down to, as Pandora says. Like, this council is screwed. We're lucky you guys are popular.
I don't think I'm popular. I'm just different.
It's only one step away.
I don't understand, but I'm not going to question it.
I stand up.
Yeah. Council is adjourned. That was fun, everyone. I'll bring snacks next time. Pandora seems disheartened. All right.
I'm gonna roll insight just to see if.
Sure.
Hey, I notice.
Notice what?
I noticed that she's disheartened. I'm gonna start rolling insight checks to see if Tricky is a fucking idiot or not.
Okay.
Just a social dumbass.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is that a 16?
Yeah, it's a 16.
All right. Well, you notice, of course, that she is disheartened. It seems like it's going to take a bit more effort to get everyone to be a cohesive unit. You might be able to compare or associate, because this is a war room. You might associate this group of very different and diverse peoples to a tribe that you might have worked with, or a small group of Thrycreen that you used to hunt with in a past life. And you kind of relate ever so slightly to the feeling of trying to get used to a new hunting tribe. And that kind of feels familiar to what's happening now, and so you sort of relate to that disheartening feeling. You also notice particular glances across the room between different people, most notably between Dorema and Samantha.
I'm going to stand in the doorway for a moment, and I'm going to telepathically contact our cat girlfriend.
You're going
girl.
Cat
Space
girl
friend.
Very
Not-
phrasing.
Not cat girlfriend.
Yo, fish coming out of wherever she is, just coming in like, what did you say? So you are going to telepathically communicate with Pandora. I have a question.
Yes.
This is the first time you've ever telepathically communicated with her, right?
Yes. Probably.
So you're going to initiate this link, and what are you going to say?
Hello.
What? What was that? Huh?
No, I'm in your brain.
You're in my. You're in my.
Just think. Don't speak aloud.
She was thinking.
Okay.
She was
just
thinking.
making sure.
Sorry. Yeah,
Just to
she
make sure
was
not
thinking.
to speak aloud. You can
Wait.
think in here.
Wait, you could hear my thoughts?
If you want me to hear them, I will. I hear the ones you direct at me.
Hold on. I'm not used to she starts to get flustered. I'm not used to this. You can't just invade someone's thoughts like this.
I'm not in. You can turn it off if you want.
She turns it off.
Okay.
She kind of turns to you and is like, what just happened? She kind of steps to the side. Everyone else starts leaving.
I let everyone else by.
Yeah.
I would let her by if she tried to pass as well.
She doesn't pass. She stops to continue the conversation with you. She's like, sorry, it just caught me off guard. I didn't know you could do that.
I thought it was. I would have expected Double to know it already.
Oh, he never told me.
Do you not read the news?
I do. I guess I just must. Was it there? I guess I must have forgot.
Maybe it was just maybe you just missed it.
Yeah, I get kind of busy. Probably missed that issue. Can you warn me next time? I don't want to be thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner and then someone shows up and takes a peek.
That's not how it works.
Can we practice? I just want to know how it works.
Oh, okay.
You spend a wholesome few minutes introducing Pandora to the concept of telepathy.
Yes. Should we go through that, or are you skipping over it?
I mostly want to skip over it just because I wanted to move on to other scenes and stuff. We're making pretty good time, actually. So what I wanted to do is maybe have a point in the weekend where you guys can all sort of group up and make a plan. You guys will have a weekend after this. But like it's fundamentally tame and wholesome. She learns how transmitting thoughts works and understands what thoughts are broadcast and what thoughts aren't.
Yeah.
She gives you a thought about sushi and is like, did you see that?
Tricky gives thoughts about sort of images of where he came from.
Whoa, what is this? You can send pictures? Hold on. She closes her eyes to try to help herself envision it.
It's advanced. It takes time. I've lived with it my whole life.
She tries to send a picture to you, but the best thing that comes out is a cloud. You can see a blue sky and a cloud above.
I send the thought of a smile because I can't send a real one. And then I cut off the contact and I sort of rush away.
Did you get? Wait, what happened? Hello? She seems to be struggling in thought. She doesn't say hello, but she's trying to like send a hello. Like she doesn't realize that you have cut off the connection. And by the time she opens her eyes, she realizes that, oh, you left because you're just naturally so goddamn sneaky.
And let's roll stealth just for fun.
Yep.
I'm out of here.
Okay. All right. You've finished your first week of Ultimacademy. Everyone clap.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Big meaty claps.
So normally, in this kind of scenario, I would set up you guys to do downtime activities. But downtime activities is definitely going to be something that I'm going to want to cover after stream. And we have quite a bit of time left in this session. Unfortunately, one of our players is no longer super active. No, not to shame or anything, Ray. Totally understandable considering your situation. So, with that said, do we want to maybe do we want to continue this session and do like a little cute side thing, or do we want to maybe call the session here, send the raid? We had a lot of fun. We did some cool stuff, and off stream, I'll get you guys all up to speed on downtime and how it works, since I have all you here already. So we could do something like that. How do we want to do this?
Let's do downtime before everyone gets tired.
I like that idea. Yeah, because
it's 6 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
already tired.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because I know we want to play D&D. I just am struggling to imagine the scenario where we play the whole game, and then I'm like, great, we're here, time for downtime, and then everyone's like super checked out, and then I don't see you again until like Thursday or like Friday or something. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. We had a great time. I'm so sorry. What I should do is play. What I should do is like start like fiddling with Roll20 and like just start role playing by myself to like get through the really awkward phase that I have for the first half hour every time I do role playing.
Just ask me and I will come.
I was gonna say, quite literally,
Yes.
you got a DM here.
God, would you believe me if I told you that I used to do improv? Because I don't believe me.
All I'm saying.
I'm
is
so out of practice.
I'm always into having just little tricky roleplay moments because I also need practice. He's
Good
a
stuff.
he's a
I got no
wild
problem
character.
as well.
Hell
So
yeah.
if you need any help,
We'll make a VOD and it'll be like little Ultimacademy shorts.
all right.
Hey,
bet.
Angel 2. I'll definitely Angel. Oh, Strom. Did you hear? This is completely unrelated to D&D, but now I'm just chatting. Now we're just chatting for a little bit, if you don't mind. Strom, we're doing a DBD on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Hell yeah. I believe Angel has figured out what the heck was happening with her computer and finally got DBD running. So I think she'll be joining us, and it's going to be so awesome.
Oh, oh boy. This is
I
really fun.
also believe, Kaus, you have DBD installed, right?
I do. I should be joining that.
Yes. We're gonna have two Babby's first DBDs, Strom, so be nice.
Oh, roast me all the fuck you want.
Oh no,
be
no.
nice.
The way I play killer is ruthless.
Yeah. Strom is ruthless. You used to play a lot of Huntress, right?
No, actually, I used to play a lot more of a Nemesis.
Oh, you're a Nemesis player. Who played Huntress? Someone I knew played a lot of Huntress. It might have been one of my viewers.
I was about to
Maybe.
say, I mostly play Wraith.
Oh, Bing Bong Boy, so good.
I play Locker Man.
Oh right, the
Yeah.
Locker Man has such a good. Have you done the peekaboo tactic? It's so common. It's really good. There's when you play the peekaboo man, people like to go to lockers to lock them.
Oh, yeah, I've started doing.
Oh
At the beginning of the match,
yes,
you
it's so funny,
grab
isn't
really
it?
fast.
Yes, it's so good.
It's hard to pull off, but I get it probably 50% of the games.
Oh, I mean, it's such a good start. Like, how could you not try it?
Yeah. You just use I don't even remember what that perk is called.
Yes,
Locker open find people.
yes.
And then you
Oh, darkness
And
revealed.
and because by the way, just to do a little bit more D&D talk while we have a chance before I sign off, since we're gonna be doing downtime after this, you'll have some information. You'll be able to gather quite a bit of information in any case. So just to get a little bit, because I'm sure you guys are curious. Yes, you are familiar with that second mouse girl. Her name is Samantha of the Gray. You'll realize that the name given in the diary is maybe a little incorrect. She's not Samantha Gray. She is Samantha of the Gray. And that was her. She is the same person who has that association with Dorema Shadowwood. A cleric who is wanting to come out of her shell And you know, she has that sort of interest in the junior expeditionists, which is weird, to Dorema at least. As in addition to that, you will learn that the first mouse girl you encountered, the one who freaking started it all, what is her name? I just
I'm not
Penelope.
no, but she has a full name. Let me double check.
Again,
Clearly, I
not
wrote down her
apologizing.
actual name, right?
I'm gonna find more adorable mouse.
Oh yes, I remember. Her name is lovingly referred to as Penelope of the Reckless.
Sounds about right.
Gee. I
Uh,
wonder how she got that name.
yes, and she is a very studious member. She is a 3rd year, actually, and she is a blade singer.
Ooh.
So
I'm
there you
gonna
have it.
to Be friends now.
Oh, it's too late for that, buddy. It's okay. You'll be able to repair the friendship slowly over time. I mean, you're going to take some downtime, so carousing is the obvious first choice. And I'll go over how that works later. Finally,
I was about to say, we'll
finally
talk
for our viewers, I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I might stream my perspective. I might not. But on and off tomorrow for 12 hours for 10 heart pounding, soul searching, super duper awesome hours, my lovely friend Peppermint Tea, who I'm going to shout out right now.
Did you say 10 hours or 12 hours?
I meant 12. I probably
It's
said 10.
12.
Does Peppermint Tea have a leading number? I forget.
Peppermint Tea 327.
They do. Oh, thank you. Peppermint Tea 327. Nope, I was wrong. Well, you'll find them. It might be 237. All right, we're we're learning. We're learning.
Where's
Nope.
this?
732. We're just gonna hit all the different
It is
combinations.
327.
Oh, then what am I doing wrong?
Did you spell peppermint tea wrong?
There's only one T.
There's only one T.
There's only one T.
Oh, we figured it out. We figured it out. He is doing a 6-month anniversary stream. And I'm gonna be part of it. We're gonna be goofing off in Mario Party and Frolf and Jackbox, and it's gonna be a great time. And you should really be there for all 12 hours. If you're not there for any of those 12 hours, I'm disowning you.
Oh my god, no.
I'm just
I'll
kidding.
also be there,
If you're there at all, we would love to have your support, your viewership, your goofs, your gaffes, your jokes, your bullying. It's all there. Is he streaming right now? I might even raid him.
Is he?
Let's find out. No, not even a little bit.
Ow.
That was really fucking loud.
Was that too loud? Okay.
Yes.
It's good. I have a limiter on my microphone, so none of chat will be pained by it. It's truly a fate that you have to suffer alone.
Ooh.
Oh no, Sneak
all
King
right.
is what they were playing last night, so I don't think they're streaming right now.
No, I don't think they are. We are going to raid the
I was gaming with my boys.
Oh,
the
whoops,
big
whoops,
dogs,
whoops.
and then
That's an
boom.
ad. That's an ad. Hi, thank you. We're gonna be raiding the Wasteland Hatter Productions. He's playing Fallout New Vegas right now. What happens to my stream?
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. That was weird. Anyway. All right, let's go ahead and send them a raid message. What should we say?
I was about to
Let's
say
do- let's do-
Tricky's
let's-
balls, and I was like, no.
I actually love that. I'm gonna do D&D raid,
Sorry, what?
and I'm gonna say I moved Tricky's balls.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Are you sure not? Help me, step mouse.
Oh my god, help me, Step Mouse, I'm stuck. That's really good.
Oh,
You guys could do that if you want, but I'm gonna send this raid.
I'm not.
Be there at Peppermint Tea's stream. I'm probably not going to stream because if anyone comes to my stream and they're not on Peppermint Tea's stream, I'm banning you. I'm timing you out and I'm sending you to the corner. Everyone go watch Peppermint Tea tomorrow. All right. Aside from that, Wednesday we're doing Dead by Daylight and all that stuff. You've seen the schedule. You've seen all that nonsense. You know what I'm about. We're gonna go relax. I'm gonna have some more ice cream. I love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, Droids chat.
Uh-oh. I have to hit the raid button. My raid disappeared.
Good
Scuff
night, my chat.
Scuff at the end of a stream doesn't count.